Alright, haulers, hello and welcome back to Farming Simulator 2019 Beaver Creek. So, it is a bright and early 6:07 in the morning here in Beaver Creek. Beautiful day, and we've been very busy. You'll see it's actually early summer. I'm going to go ahead and hop in the truck to get to work, get over to the facility, and we've been very busy over the last couple of weeks. I've actually been sick, so I've been doing a lot more work around the sawmill. I've just not had the ability to turn the camera on because I haven't really had a voice, so haven't really been able to do much in terms of vlogging what's going on over here at the sawmill. But nevertheless, we will get you caught up. So the biggest task for today is we're actually going to be taking and hooking up our gooseneck PJ trailer and selling off a bunch of wood products. We've been very busy. I've produced a ton of wood products from different sources. I actually went around the whole facility and cleaned up all of the dead trees that were in the pond and around the actual facility itself, not next to the storage site and not on the other side by the river, just back behind where the wood chips and stuff are stored. But through that and what I got out of there, I've stockpiled quite a bit, so we have a lot that we actually need to sell. And that's going to be what we're doing today. So before we go any further, I'm actually going to come up here and hook up to the trailer. You can see it right there. So we will back right into it, hook up to it. But there's a couple of things that we need to do too. Besides just selling product today, we are also going to be... Whoops, I stopped a little early there. We are also going to be picking up a couple of new things. I actually bought us a skid steer. I really wanted to get a skid steer to use for kind of multi-purpose tasks, including, you know, whoops, there we go, we're all hooked up, so we'll bring this over. Actually, I should make sure I've got the wires hooked up to it too. Let me be right back. Alright, well, it is all hooked up. One thing I forgot to check is if the loader is actually over here, because we'll just throw it on the trailer and bring it over with us. So we'll bring the trailer out here. And we'll actually load it right onto the trailer. That way we can just bring it over to the site with us, since we're going to be using it to actually load the trailer. We'll do that, and we will drop our ramps. There we go, nice and easy. And we will throw the telehandler on there. But yeah, we've been very busy. I've been stockpiling a ton, got all that stuff. And with that, I bought us a skid steer. It is tracked. That is something. So we do have tracks on it, and that should make a difference. But the main purpose of having it is to be able to use it for a few little miscellaneous things, mainly for stump grinding. It's not going to be the most efficient thing because it is a tiny little skid steer, but I think it'll be nicer and easier to get into those hard to reach areas than if we were to pick up a couple $100,000 huge piece of equipment. Came onto this little angle, so I just have to be very careful as to getting on here. Kind of center it forward so that there's enough weight on the ton. That should be good right there. And I'm actually going to do what I shouldn't do, and I'm going to leave it running. Yeah, that should be good. It's a little forward, but that's okay. It's only going to be on there for a little bit. If I start doing a wheelie, then we'll stop and fix it. But we will lift our ramps, and we will make our way slowly and easily over to the site. But yeah, so we have that to pick up, and we did get a shipment of fuel pallets in too. Our skidder and our harvester, I've been using both quite a bit, and they are chugging diesel. So we definitely will need to look at refueling some of our equipment here pretty soon. And since we don't have, I don't believe, any gas stations on the in the area, I can't really just bring the trailer down and fill it, so we have to actually import barrels. And then once I've got the barrels up here on the trailer, I can then fill the other trailer with the barrels and take that where I need to. So that's kind of the solution for that. Now I gotta be careful here. Hopefully we won't catch. We should be fine. And you can see already from here just the sheer amount of lumber product that we've actually been stockpiling. You can see it off there to the right and off to the left here. come up here nice and slow. It does seem to like sliding around on the trailer. That's my only issue with this telehandler. And I'm hoping maybe the skidder will, or the skid steer will be nice. You can see the equipment's parked over there for right now. We should be good. I am just going to go ahead and drop the ramps and shut her down right here, because we are now going to load it. What I'll do is once I've got this offloaded, I'm just going to put the ramps up, because my thought process is that we can either use the facility that we're going to be dropping this off in. We can either use their forklift, or we can use our new skidder to actually, or skid steer, sorry, to unload. I keep getting that mixed up here. Just got to be careful I don't dump this thing off the trailer. She's right on the edge. Slowly but surely. There we go. Nice and easy. And we will park it there. Let me go throw the ramps up and we'll be back in just a minute. Now, the real question is, what are we going to sell? Very recently, there was a price hike on lumber, like wood, lawn lumber. And so because of that, I'm going to wait, because we could have gotten $5,000 for it a few days ago, but I wanted to stockpile more. We'll kind of save that. And just because of the sheer amount of chopped, or short boards, I guess, or not boards, but firewood, we have so much of it that what I'm going to do is I think we're going to take a bunch of that, load it on the trailer, and take probably a trailer's worth down and sell that, and that should bring in a good chunk of change, and then we can come back and start looking at moving it. But you can see here too just how much we've got stockpiled of each. I mean, even though I've been sick, I've tried to keep busy and keep this thing going, so I've done that. And looking behind the facility, you can see over there there's all the dead trees, but if you look back in this side of the facility, you can see it's nice and clear down there. And then if we walk, or drive, I guess in this case, down to the river, you'll actually see that all of the trees that were dead in, or not the river, but I guess it's a pond, in the holding pond, you can see that all of those dead trees are gone, except for some out there on that island. I don't know if I'm going to try and get out there on the island or not. We might, but we'll see. I would like to clean up the dead trees that are down on the other side, but for right now, my main priority is going to be loading. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we will be back.
I wish I could lower the volume, these voices inside my head. Like every time I try to face these demons, I get consumed instead. You think by now I'd learned somehow, gotten used to being underwater. But when you've been running for so long, you start to wonder why you even bother. Now, you gotta stand your ground, 'cause only you can fight for what you deserve. Oh, don't walk away from me. And now, I'm lost and you'll be found, 'cause only you decide what you want. Oh, don't walk away from me. Stacked against you, but it's time for you to make your move. 30 seconds in, you hit rock bottom. Now you got nothing left to lose. You think by now I'd learned somehow. You certainly shouldn't judge yourself. This is your moment. Can you see it? Oh, now you gotta stand your ground. It's only you can fight for what you deserve. Oh, don't walk away from me. Oh, now, oh, you lost who you'll be found. It's only you decide who you are. Oh, don't walk away from me. Oh, don't walk away from me. Oh, don't walk away. lost the ancient crown. Yeah, oh, don't walk away from me. Oh, don't walk away. Oh, don't walk away from me. Oh, don't walk away from me.
Well, there we go. It's all loaded up. Took me a little bit. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, it's one of those days where I'm just like struggling to run this thing, but she is all good to go. Just need to strap all of it down. And straps are a little broken with these, I guess, for now. They've been fixed on another map, but that's okay. They'll be fine. I'd like to put more straps on them. Should be good to go. And there we go. Full trailer, a little bit hanging off, but like I said, it doesn't need to be perfect. We are in the woods anyways. We're just going to run it to town. So hopefully we'll get this to town in one piece. If anything falls off, well, then we'll deal with it. Oh, that's a little crooked. That's funny. Look at that. I did like a perfect little wave there on the trailer. I'll get it someday. Just having a rough day today for whatever reason. For whatever, like, I don't know what it is, and real life forklift driver Longhauler is very disappointed in this because I know I'm better than that, but for whatever reason with that telehandler I have issues, so is what it is. But we do have to head out the other entrance, so we're going to do that. We're going to make our way down to the actual sell point and to where we're going to be picking up our new skid steer, because that implement is actually what we're going to be unloading this with, and I haven't used it yet, so that'll be even more fun. And then worst case scenario, if we can't actually unload it with that, if these are too heavy, then we will just borrow the forklift at the facility. We should be fine. I think that skid steer has plenty of capacity, but you never know. Honestly, you never know. We are going to go left here, over this bridge, nice and easy. Whoa. A lot of weight on this trailer. I'm not used to hauling heavy. Whoa. Yep, that right there is what I didn't want. Alright, well, I guess what I'll do is make my way down. I gotta stop here. Wow, it takes me a while to stop with the trailer now. Hope the trailer brakes are working. That might be part of the problem. But I gotta turn right here, so. There we go. And yeah, I guess what we'll do is I'll make my way down and see you guys when we get there. Alright, and here we are. We're coming up to the facility now. Took me a little while. It turns out I actually have to go way out and around because I found a hill that this truck just doesn't like. I think the next big purchase we need to look at is... Ooh, we have a way station here we have to go through. Alright, so looks like we gotta pull up. Well, let me go check in with the office, get this stuff done. We'll pull up here on the weigh scales. Don't know why I said that like I did. And what they'll do is they'll weigh us on the way out so that they know what we've actually sold. 48, wow, 48,000, not bad. Let me go check in and then we will be right back. Whoops. Alright, we have been given the go-ahead, we're all good. Just have to check in on the scales one more time on our way out. But this should be where we need to unload over on this side. So, I think I need to park up over here. That way I can get unloaded and get this stuff sold. I need to park up over here on this side. I should have gone... Well, it's fine. I need to park up like right here, I think is what they said. And then we will go ahead, we'll get unloaded. They're actually going to unload it for me, and we'll be right back. And there we go. You will see behind me an empty trailer. And now, because of that, I have to do something interesting. I'm planning on picking up the skid steer, but because I have to weigh in and weigh out, I've been told I have to go weigh out and then come back in and pick it up. So we're gonna have to head around, go take care of that. But while we're in here, I guess I gotta be careful on this. I do want to take a peek at the thing. Oh, we can come right down here to the end. Nice, quick, and easy unloading. I love it. We made a pretty penny off of those, too. I think each one of them was worth like 44,000. There they are. That's all of our stuff here. All lined up nice and neat for us. And you will see we did also decide to go with third-party implements for it. Purely because I just did not like what JCB had to offer in anything other than the skid steer itself. I wish their implements were a little nicer. So that's what we've done. And I plan on beating them up anyways, so it's not going to matter at the end of the day. But we will come in here, weigh out, and come back in, and I will see you guys in just a few. Alright, and we have been given the all clear to go ahead and load this up. So we will pull right up. Actually, you know what I should do is probably pull around and nose towards the fuel tanks. That way we can load them on the trailer. Hopefully. I don't know if this skid steer can actually lift such a heavy thing. It's more useful for small pallets. I don't think it'll be able to even lift some of the wood pallets because they're obviously just so heavy. But we will come up here, well, we can probably pull up a little more. And we will put the ramp down and see about getting this thing loaded up. I am very excited to jump in this thing and see what it has to offer. And there we go. So let's kick this thing into gear here. Very nice. Did get it with the forestry package on it, so we do have the bars. Just in case, you never know. Oh man, this thing feels like a spaceship. Ooh. Purrs. Feels like a spaceship. I like it. Now, let's try the boom. Only thing is it's a little hard to see with all the mesh on it, with the mirrors, but that's okay. But let's spin her around here. I like the mirror on the top. I really do. It's definitely not a vehicle for the claustrophobic, though. That is for sure. Alright, so that's how that works. There we go. Now, let's give this thing a run for its money. I don't know what's level with this thing, so we'll have to see. See if we can get these gas canisters loaded up. Or I say gas, it's diesel. They're in special crates. They're barrels on a crate. I think it's 1,500 liters total. Because they're not full size. I don't remember. Gotta make sure I just don't puncture one. Yeah, it's definitely heavy for this thing. Seems to be okay with it, though. Now we need to actually pick it up and put it on the trailer, so we'll see. Feels like you're tipping forward, but no more than naturally. Very picky in movement, though, but it is a skid steer, so I guess that's to be expected. Whoa, hello. Alright, let me get the rest of this stuff loaded up on the trailer, and then we will go from there. Well, I forgot to record it, but I did get everything loaded. We got back to the storage facility nice and easy, no issues. Everything held together really well, and I gotta say, I'm really excited to see the new equipment here, and we definitely need the fuel soon. But I think what I'm gonna do for right now is we're going to offload all this, get this put away. I don't know where exactly I'm gonna be putting all the implements now that we have so many. I need some kind of like portable rack. I need some way to be able to store items in this building, like. If someone could make a rack, I need someone to develop a rack that I could carry with a pallet jack, or a pallet forks. But that would still act You know what? Let me see if I can check out a couple of things, and then we'll be back. Well, yeah, I didn't really... I need to find someone who sells racking like that. I've done some research. I can't find anything like that, so that's going to be at the top of our list. However, I am now realizing, too, I can probably sell off the... Well, we'll probably keep it just as a backup in case something goes wrong. But now I need to make space. I guess we can put all of it next to the, whatchamacallit, UTV. We can park it next to that in the corner. But we will have to do some organizing here now because now I'm going to need the space. I might need to look at, well, I have the trailer here. That way I can access everything just by opening the doors. And if I don't need to pull the trailer out, I won't. Well, I guess let's just get everything offloaded and go from there. We'll start with the implements, and then we will set the fuel somewhere. Jump in here. And I'll see you guys in just a few. Alright, and there we go. I have actually decided for right now, I'm going to leave the barrels on the trailer since they're at height. It'll be easier to work with them and get them offloaded at another point, probably with the telehandler rather than this thing. And I did find a way to kind of keep everything neat and tidy for the most part. I've put everything that we need the most right out front. The bucket will probably need the least, but that way we can grab everything as we need to. However, it means that parking my truck in here will mean leaving this open so that I can park in here somewhere. What I'll need to do is either go through and look at improving some of these areas, finding better ways to store materials, or finding potentially a new building entirely. I'd like to get that thing inside before winter. Definitely everything will be stored inside during the winter. Obviously the power washer, probably not. I can't really do much about that, but I'd like to keep as much out of the elements as I can, as much as I can, just to kind of make them a little bit longer lasting. But let's go ahead and we'll throw the straps on these just while they are on the trailer. And I'm going to park the trailer up, and we'll be back in just a minute. Alright, I've gone ahead and parked up the truck and the trailer just for now. I'm going to go ahead, we're going to jump in the UTV, and we're going to head over to the sawmill. We're not going to be doing any more deliveries for a little bit. I think I'm going to be looking at financing a truck, a semi-truck, to be able to haul easier, because using the PJ trailer is great for small equipment and stuff like that, but hauling the lumber, man, it does not like it. The firewood, at least, it was too much for it on a hill. I actually had to back down the hill and go out and around. It was that bad, so we definitely need to look at that. And I would like eventually to start hauling timber, or logs, I should say, as well as firewood. Like, I'd like to haul total logs. I think that would be a good idea to start soon. But in the meantime, I'd like to come up here and see if maybe we can't do some more cleanup work around the facility with the forester here, the what's it called? Feather buncher. That's the word. We'll park up way out of the way for right now and shut her down. There we go. That's probably going to be toasty when we get back. I should have parked it in the shade. That's okay. But we will hop in this. I'd like to go through real quick and clear out those trees. Maybe we'll start dropping some of these. I'd like to drop some of these back to the roadway, because my whole plan here is to clear this, and we're actually going to be bringing a few buildings in here. We're actually going to be putting buildings in here for storage. We'll end up setting up storage for logs out here, and then lumber and stuff like that in the actual storage building. But we'll go ahead, jump up in the equipment, and get started. Alright, let's get this thing started. And do bear with me, I'm still learning how to run this thing. Hopefully, be nice and easy. Maybe. Yeah, this is definitely going to take me a little bit to get used to. But we will head over and start cutting... Actually, you know what? Let's just start dropping on this side. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to start dropping this stuff off to... Well, let's see here. we'll try and drop it kind of off to the left side here. I'm going to even cut down all the small stuff. I mean, we're clearing this whole area out. So I'm going to go ahead and start cutting. I think if I can turn this on. Hopefully. There we go. And then if I can get the boom to work the way I want it to. And like I said, I do apologize. I'm just not used to this machinery yet. Oops, I accidentally cut another piece off. Didn't mean to do that. Alright. Change some settings here, so hopefully we can solve some of these problems. We'll get in here and see if we can't cut this one down without an issue this time. There we go, that's better. Oops. Watch the fence there. All good. Beautiful. And I'm doing most of the movement right now, forwards and backwards, with the turning of the tracks rather than the rotating of the actual whole unit, just because of simplicity's sake. But I'm going to go through here, I'm going to cut a bunch of this stuff down, and then we'll get the hole in it.
Baby, you let me in, then you push me out. Now I'm falling down, I'm falling down. You and your crazy love, you make me weak. Baby, I'm falling down, I'm falling down. Let's run away, just you and I, you and I. Let's run away, just you and I, you and I, you and I, you and I, you and I. Baby, you let me in, then you push me out. Now I'm falling down, I'm falling down. You and your crazy love, you make me weak. Baby, I'm falling down, I'm falling down. Let's run away, just you and I, you and I.
And there we go. So that should be all of those logs drug. The fence did fine so far, thankfully. But I'm very, very excited to see that empty. As soon as I can, I'll probably run through with the skid steer and we'll actually go through and do a lot more stump grinding as we go, just so that it's easier for dragging. I am still obviously considering running a winch instead of a claw, just because I think it would be easier. I'm going to shut this thing down and we'll hop out. But yeah, like I said, just because it would be easier. I do love running this thing though, it's a lot of fun. Oh, probably forgot to put the blade down, but that's okay. But yeah, I mean, definitely learning how to get everything going. Looks like we've got some birch trees down here too, which is really, really nice. I'll be happy to get into those at some point. But for right now, we're just going to run up to the end of the facility over here by the driveway. And my goal is to turn this into a proper facility with a nice entrance road. We'll definitely clean this up. We definitely need to put some new infrastructure in though, because it's very tough getting in and out of some areas. But it looks like the planted trees stop like right here. Looks like that's kind of where they were. So we'll probably come out to where we were for right now and start with that. And then maybe clear more out. And I would like to go through behind too and clear out all these dead trees at some point. We'll leave everything else. It'll just be the dead ones we take down, just so that we don't have to worry about them falling on us or equipment, stuff like that, because there's still a lot. And all those ones on the backside. We will be leaving some of those trees that are actually on the backside. There'll probably be all these tall ones here in the front that we'll take. Looks like we might have some rain coming here. But overall, I'm pretty pleased. Whoops, did not mean to do that. But I think that's going to be it for today. I want to go check on where the facility is actually at, and then we're going to head back over and grab a snack. My lunchbox is in the truck. I forgot it over there. But we will head over here. I'd like to see what the numbers are looking like real quick. It is a little loud over here, but that's okay. Not bad. So we still have a ton of fuel. We'll actually take a drive around back, whoops, and see where that's at. We've been producing just an absolute crazy amount. Yeah, you can see here we already have a pretty good pile going. And actually, you know what? We do have some wood here left over from when I was cleaning out that I'm supposed to pick up with this thing. I'll come back and grab that after lunch now that we know about it. Basically, the plan for the rest of the day is going to be clearing out those woods, those trees, and going from there. But yeah, I'm very excited to hear this thing up and running again. And I definitely the next challenge is going to be going through this set of woods here, clearing some new roads so that we can get access easier. And then going through and trimming down all the dead trees. We're basically going to leave a lot of this stuff standing, but I would like eventually to actually get rid of the staging facility over here. I'm driving on the grass just because I don't care. But I'd like to get rid of this facility here at some point and actually tear the building down and replant this and leave it for potentially something else, depending on what we have to put there. But I am just going to go ahead and pull this in, wow, and park it up right here for right now so I can grab my stuff. But yeah, like I said, that's going to be it for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like. If you didn't, you know what to do. If you really, really liked it, go ahead and subscribe, and you can always hit the notification bell next to that subscribe button and get notified every single time I upload. We also post notifications in my Discord channel, which you can find in the description, alongside my Patreon if you'd like to support me, and my social media links, or you can find me at Longhauler GMG on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.